Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nursabarina binti Abdurrahman. So today I will present my global business contemporary issue subject, and I will talk about the US trade war that started without proper planning, which is the topic that I selected for this individual assignment. So this issue basically based on the YouTube video title, which is Farid takes US jump into the huge trade war without planning ahead. In this presentation, I will explain what the global issue is, why it's mattered to globally, and what the video highlight, and my own reflection on this situation. Firstly, what is the global issue? Basically, the global issue in this case is a major trade war that United States started without proper preparations. The US government suddenly placed tariff on some of its biggest trading partner. A tariff is a tax on imported goods. These tariffs were announced quickly and without careful research or long-term planning. Because of these rash decisions, many countries were shocked and unprepared. This sudden action created uncertainty not only in America but also in the global economy. Next, I will explain why it matters globally. These issues matter globally because the world economy is connected. When one large country such as United States makes sudden trade changes, it affects supply chains in many countries. So companies depend on part and material from all over the world. When tariffs increase, it's become more expensive to produce goods and supply chains slow down or break. Because of this, global prices for many products also rise. Consumers feel the impact through higher price on daily goods. So other countries responded with retaliations, meaning they also added tariff on US product. This hurt American farmers, exporters, and even global businesses. Basically, the video by Farid Zakaria highlight that trade policies must be strategic. He explained that before any country start a trade war, the government must plan carefully. They need to study the situations, understand the risks, and think about how other countries will react. Farid argues that the US act too quickly without understanding the long-term consequences. Because of these impulsive decisions, the economy faced avoidable problem. Farid also mentions that global market prefers stability. When a country suddenly changes trade policy, it's harm international trust and even confidence. Other than that, there were many real-life examples of how the trade war causes a problem. Firstly, American farmers struggle while other countries refuse to buy their product after the tariff. Second one, company had to pay higher costs for parts and materials from overseas. Last one, importers and exporters in the US lost money because of the new taxes. So, all these examples show that sudden actions in the trade can hurt many people, not just a government. After explaining everything, in my opinions, this issue teaches us an important lesson, which is planning is necessary in a global business. A government should not make sudden decisions without researching the long-term effect. This situation also shows how decisions made by the leader affect everyone: companies, workers, consumers, and even farmers. I learned that the world economy is closely connected. If one country takes any actions without thinking, it can cause problems for many other countries. I also learned that stability is very important for the global businesses. When the countries act responsibly and communicate clearly, the global markets become more stable and predictable. Lastly, to conclude, the US trade war is a good example of what happens when the major decision is made without a planning. It affected supply chains, raised global prices, and damaged relationship with many countries. The video explained that trade policies must be strategic, not impulsive. These issues remind us that global business requires carefully thinking, cooperations, and long-term planning. Thank you for listening. That's it for me from Nursabarina binti Abdurrahman.